our audience about the stories, successful entrepreneur you were, and turning to become the Guinness record holder. Tell us about that, please.
Yeah. So when I got into finance, I had to cold call and build my book of business, which was a horrible experience because I had never been told no so many times in my life in such a short period of time. And at first it was really, really hard, but eventually I call it like rejection therapy. You just get used to it and you don't take it personal. And when you can separate yourself from taking that personal, you get to keep doing it. And that's where success happens, right? Like you have to be the person that just keeps going and going and going and not letting other people determine your future. And so for me, because I had that ability to keep going and going and going, I eventually became successful. Well, where I grew up, the dream was to become a stay-at-home mom. And so once I started getting successful in business, I wanted to have kids. And when I started having kids, I started to want to hire positions that I was doing to somebody else so I could be home with my children. So for me, it's always been like, what's my pain point and how do I solve that? Right? So because I had the kids at home, that helped me exit my company because I wanted to be with my kids more, and it forced me to delegate things that were really hard for me to delegate at first. I had the kids. I was like full on because I have 7 of them. I was super busy. But as they got to school full time, now I had time again. And I didn't quite know what to do with my time because I still wanted to be available. And I didn't understand like how I could contribute to work and be at home and have bandwidth for both. So my thought originally was once the kids get to college, then I'll get back into things that I can do and that I'm excited about. The universe had a different plan for me. And in 2018, I was in a horrific car crash. And that car crash should have killed me. Luckily for me, it didn't. And that just really became a line in the sand of life before the accident and life after the accident, because I realized like we check out of this planet by ourselves. No one's saying, oh, Jen was a great mom, or she did PTA or coached soccer or built this amazing business. It was more, did Jen use the talents she was here to use? And did she share those with others? And so I like started to use that as a reflection of like, well, what am I doing with my life? What can I do that allows me to, help others and live this life to the best of my ability? And so in 2019, I started making a bucket list of all the things I wanted to see, do, and experience before my time was up. Because we don't know when we're going to die. But with every day that we have the ability to live it to the most, right? And so I started thinking of like, if I was to die in a year or 5 years or 10 years, what are things I want to do before my time is up on this planet? And one of those things was climb a mountain. And so in 2020, I'm like, I'm turning 40. I think I'm going to climb a mountain for my 40th birthday, because what a great way to launch a decade is to rise to meet it. And it's only going to get harder to climb a mountain as I get older. So I was training for a mountain named Ama de Blam. And then this thing called COVID entered the scene, right? We all remember 2020 and we all kind of got locked down and our worlds changed. Well, during COVID, I was homeschooling my kids because the schools were closed down here. And one of my little guys was struggling with his math homework. So I was giving him a parent pep talk. We do hard things. You've got this. And he goes, if we do hard things, why are you climbing a mountain called I'm a Dumb Blonde instead of a real mountain like Mount Everest? And at first I didn't catch it. I'm like, I'm a dumb blonde. No, honey. That mountain is called Ama de Blam. Not I'm a dumb blonde, but thank you. Like, finish your homework. We'll look at Everest. And so he finished his homework. We looked at Everest. He went to bed and I was still looking at Everest. And I thought, you know what? If this kid thinks Everest is the hardest mountain in the whole world, I'm going to climb it. And I'm going to show him whatever our Everest is, we're capable of summiting. So then I have to call a coach because I don't know how to climb Mount Everest. Like, when you don't know how to do something, the best thing you can do is hire somebody that's done it or that can help you do it. So I hire this coach, and this coach is like, yeah, you're an athlete. I can get you ready. Buy this book about becoming an uphill athlete. I'm like, okay. So I buy the book, it comes in the mail. And then in the front of the book is a story of a lady who got a Guinness World Record for doing something in the Alps. And I just remember talking to my coach saying, I could have done that. And if I got a Guinness World Record, I'd be the coolest mom in the whole world, because right now, homeschool version of me is not a cool mom. And I want to be a cool mom again. And this is really hard. And the coach took it as a challenge. I kind of took it as venting. And a few weeks later, he calls me back and he's like, Jen, I have the perfect world record for you. He's like, I think you should be the first woman to climb the 7-second summits. And at that point, I didn't even know what those were. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, the 7-second summits. It's the second highest point on each of the 7 continents. He goes, it's never been done by a woman before. It's only been done by one male. They're harder than the first 7. And he goes, if you think about it, 7 continents, 7 mountains, 7 children, it's a jackpot. I'm like, it is a jackpot, but I've never slept in a tent before. He's like, oh, don't worry. We can get those skills. You'll be fine.